We're set. We've got our lineups ready to go for the mini stuff. On their way. Felton brings them down, looking for the first green flag in 1992, and we don't have it yet. Well, it looked good. Everybody's racing, and it's still yellow. Lashaway thought he had a shot to get by Felton. And Davis, here they come. This time we've got a good start. Felton trying to get away. Lashaway on the outside, and Aki puts the BMW right on the Felton bumper. It'll be Felton with the lead off turn number 2, and Anaki moves into second. Lashaway third. Clayton goes up. Russo spins in turn 2. High is Anaki. Inside is Lashaway. Felton takes it low and keeps on trucking. Anaki loose on the outside, but he moves into second, staying on the high line. Lashaway down low. DeRozier goes fourth. Clayton fifth. Alexander sixth, and moves into fifth at the line. Kamansky, Blackmore, Johnson, and Hasbrook, Handy, Chafee, and Russo a lap down. Here's Felton with Anaki on his bumper. Lashaway, DeRozier. Kamansky breaks free, moves into fifth. And trouble with the Sal Russo car as he goes hard into turn 3. We've also got a problem as we bring out the caution. Russo brings out the first official caution of the year with a spin. Car and driver just came up, moved to North Walpole from Florida, and he'll take it out. I think they'll have to work on the handling of Lashaway and DeRozier. And spinning again is the 91. They'll get a green as he gets it out of the way. Here comes the field, and there's the green. He better roll it down out of the way fast. No, the yellow's out already. Good thing. Guys at the back of the pack knew what was happening. Lead off. Felton in the Amherst Trucking Scirocco leads him down. Looking for green, and here it is, and he's on his way. Bucks low, and Aki takes the high line. He'll get the RPMs up higher on the outside. Let's see what he can do. Felton down to the low side, and Aki high down the backstretch. They pull even. Into turn 3. It'll be Anaki up high, Felton down low. He rides up, sends Anaki out of the way. We're halfway through the event. Felton, Anaki, wheel to wheel off turn 2. Lashaway goes third. Kamansky's up to fourth. DeRozier fifth. Alexander. Then it's Clayton, Hasbrook, and Davis. Felton stretches his lead to a car length. Anaki comes back at him, coming off turn number 2. Takes the high road, gets the length, banking to help him into the turn. 2 laps remain now. Felton, Anaki, Kamansky into third, Lashaway fourth. Andy slides off the track, as does Billy Chafee. And once again, the caution is out. Our groundwork has been torn to shreds. Here comes Chafee trying to get to the line, but it doesn't matter. Handy in his first race of his career in a mini stock. All right, Felton and Aki are ready to do it again. Couple of laps to go. Here they come. Fred's on the gas, and Aki's on the outside. Anaki with a nose up off turn number 2. He has the edge down the backstretch. Alan Anaki stretches him in there by a car length. Felton takes it down low. Here's the white flag. It's Anaki, Felton, Kamansky. DeRozier, Lashaway, and Alexander. And Anaki got the jump on Felton. He's got the foot in the throttle, and he's going to take it. Alan Anaki drops low, comes high off turn 4, out to the wall, and there's the checkered flag. And the qualifying win goes to Alan Anaki, Fred Felton second, George Kamansky, followed by Lashaway, DeRozier, Alexander, Clayton, Hasbrook, Dave.
Number 7. Continuing on, car number OT, that is Rob Morton. And here they come. Green flag is in the air. And taking the advantage going into turn 1, car number 17, Drew on the outside. Baker's down low, and here comes Zielinski flying up the high side with car number 7. He'll move into second as they head off of turn number 4. Mallet a little sideways, and here comes Travis Block around the outside, car number 66, Vermont. Drew begins to pull away with Zielinski now edging into second. Baker back to third, Block is fourth, Mallet fifth, then it's the 22 of Zellman. The 21 car next in line of Clinton Graham as Baker goes high, a little bit high coming off of turn number 2, and that'll open up the door. Travis Block will move into third. Baker back to fourth. Battle for the lead up front. Here comes Zielinski looking low on Drew. Drew gets a little sideways in turn number 2. Zielinski gives him a tap heading into 3. Halfway marker is out, and Drew continues to hold the spot. Battle at the back of the pack now. The 13 car of Russ Hersey running behind the Cram 21. And Drew gets a shot and goes around in turn 4. And taking the lead is Zielinski. Drew gets it back underway with car number 17. A tough break for Steve Drew, but now Zielinski out in front. Block moving up into second now with the 66 Vermont. Baker third, Mallet is fourth. 2 laps to go. Here comes Joe Zellman down low with car 22. We're watching a battle for fourth coming off of turn 4. They're all looking for a way around Baker now as they head off of turn number 2. Baker doing a good job holding that third spot. White flag is in the air. Zielinski and Block lead him off the turn. Then it's Baker, Mallet, Zellman, as Block gets a little sideways on the backstretch, but he'll obviously hold his position. Checkered flag is in the air as Zielinski takes the win. Here comes a good battle for positions 3 through 7. It's Baker, followed by Mallet, Zellman, Cram, Hersey, and Morden, with Drew coming in car number 17, the early leader in the event. It's Cashman, then the 37 machine for Poltowski. 79 is Scott Kimmer, 32 Harvey Swan, and the green flag is out. Car number 5, Cookie Cook, will get the advantage. Here comes Pachowski on the high side with car 37, and he's got the advantage coming off of turn 4, but at the line they are dead even. Heading into turn 1, Cook down low, Pachowski on the high side. Three-way battle for third position now. The 10 of LaRoche gets crossed up and goes around right in front of Cashman. Cashman does a masterful job making it by, and LaRoche will continue heading through the infield now with car number 10. The battle for the lead has evened out. It's Cookie Cook out in front now with Pachowski now looking to move back in on the high side. Cashman is up to third. Then it's Harvey Swan, Scott Kimmer, Tom Musha, the car number 2 of Phil Johnston. And back in car number 24, that's Paul Barnard. Halfway marker is out. And it is now Pachowski leading the way with car 37. He dives to the inside, and right at the line taking the advantage. Cook is looking to come right back with car number 5, but looks like Pachowski now has the edge. And Cashman and Harvey Swan have caught the 2 leaders. Further back, Musha gets way out of shape with car number 28 as he battles with Scott Kimmer for position number 5. Here comes Cashman moving up the inside with 2 to go. Car number 17X is coming on strong, but that lap car of LaRoche gets in the way, and Cashman has to move back up to the outside. Now he dives low and is looking for, he's got the lead now as Cookie Cook goes around in turn 2. He'll bring out a yellow flag. Cashman races back to the line, but the yellow is out. Pachowski and Cashman bring the field around, and the green is out. Pachowski getting a good jump down low. Cashman did not get off to a very good start as he drops all the way back to third. It's Harvey Swan up to second. Swan knocks on the door looking for the lead as they come off turn 2. He'll dive low. Petrowski tries to shut the door. They come together and Cashman finds a hole. He goes low. Johnston spins. The white flag is out. And indeed, a good break for Cashman. He'll edge out in front with the 17X car. Harvey Swan was able to hold second. Then it's Muha running in third, having a good run with car 28. Kimmer is fourth. And the checkered is out. It's Cashman with the win. 2-car spin in turn 4 right at the end of the event. So it's Cashman with an impressive run. Car 17X takes the lead and takes down the win. That was a smart last-minute move as Harvey Swan held on for second.
Here they come. Mike Burso, Dave Knight, Jeff Seidema, and Geisler with the green. Seidema tucks his nose underneath Knight, moves into second as they fly off turn 2. It'll be Burso, Seidema, Knight, Geisler, and Beckwith, Fiandaka, Carrion, and then Marquis. 6 cars qualify. The rest go to the Consi. Look out. Beckwith gets out of the way and rolls right into the front of Fiandaka, who runs on by him. First sheet metal damage of the year for anybody. Now it's Seidema on top off turn number 2 as he takes it away from Russo. It's Seidema, Russo, Knight, Geisler, then Marquis, Fiandaka, Carey, and Beckwith. Payne trailing the field just ahead of the leader. Rick Payne with problems early on. He's in danger of being lapped. Russo having some handling problems. Marquis now blasts by 2 of them and quickly moves into 4th. It's Seidema, followed by Russo, Knight, Marquis, Fiandaka, and Geisler's on the bubble in the 6th spot. Geisler on the bubble. Russo trying to high side around Rick Payne. He handles a little bit better out there, really. Here's an opening for Dave Knight to slide inside. Knight uses some of that experience he picked up in about 20 years of racing long ago as he parks Marquis in behind Payne and holds on to 3rd. It's Seidema, Russo, Knight, and Marquis. Marquis looking to the low side of Knight this time. He'll run right up to the inside, tries to nose his way in there. Knight shuts him down. Here comes Marquis again, trying to weasel his way up in there. Gets it down low. This time he's got the spot with 1 lap to go. Marquis moves into 3rd. It's Seidema, Russo, Marquis, Knight, and Fiandaka with Carey on the bubble. Checkered flag for Jeff Seidema. Mike Russo 2nd, Marquis 3rd. Dave Knight, Peter Fiandaka, and Tom Carey. Beckwith, Geisler, and Payne rounds out the field. Gravel and Smith waiting for the green, our 2nd Pro Stock qualifying event, and here they are. McCollum punches the gas. Carrot pulls right up on his bumper. Aggressive as his father is, he works to the outside of McCollum. Here comes Rollins and Mayette. Carrot bites the wheel and hangs on. He's about a foot taller than the old man and just as tough as he moves up in the back of bumper. And off comes the air cleaner cover of the McCollum machine. Somebody didn't put their screws on tight. McCollum will get plenty of air into there now. Here comes Karen to the outside looking for a lead and realizes it's just a green yellow flag. So McCollum loses the air filter cover and probably the air filter as well and the air filter container. Not too worried about it, just going to get a lot of junk in the carburetor. Somebody go get it, guys. What's left of it's on the track over there. be the Punkies in that car. And by the looks, I could be right, having talked with a number of the people up here about it. Sticking pretty close to McCollum as they come off turn 2 and complete the 4th lap. Right on his bumper. Yeah, that's Punky. It's McCollum, Karen, Rollins, Rosati, Gravel, and on the bubble is Mayette with a halfway mark being shown to the field. Karen comes back up underneath McCollum, looking for him. Here comes Karen. Whoa! Tried to stuff it inside and didn't work. He'll come back after it. McCollum, Karen, Rollins, Rosati, Gravel, and Mayette with 2 laps to go. This is a 10-lap event, 3 laps to go. Everybody working the high side of the backstretch. Here they come for the 2 lap to go sign. McCollum, Karen, Rollins, Rosati trying to work his way inside. Then it's Gravel and Mayette. Karen dives in with 1 lap to go. The battle is going to be met again. Here they come, looking for the checkered flag, and it's a bumper-to-bumper finish. McCollum, Karen, Rollins, Rosati, Gravel, and Mayette just squeezes in that 6th spot. Joe Mayette just picked it up. The 4 is Dave Salzarulo this year, Dave Salzarulo. And into one mass, Robin Mowry, new sheet metal, same old car, and here they come. Off the turn, it'll be Boniface, Batchelor, Goodenough, Rugg, and Sockel, Salzarulo, Drug, Mowry, and Dresser. Boniface and Batchelor set up the battle lines as they come off and complete the 2nd turn. 2 times. Batchelor once again in behind Boniface for 3. Boniface with 5 laps down and 5 to go has pressure from Batchelor. Goodenough goes 4th, 5th is Rugg, 6th is Sockel, Drug is 7th and on the bubble. Then it's Mowry, Salzarulo, and Dresser. Right into the back of Boniface this time with 2 laps to go. Trying to root him out of the way. Batchelor and Boniface. Here's Batchelor, looks to the inside. Batchelor puts the nose up in there, doesn't quite have enough room. Boniface slides him out of the way. Batchelor tries to come back with a white flag out. This will give Goodenough a chance to catch the lead back as Boniface blows up a bit to hold him back. Here comes Batchelor one more time. Boniface on the brake. They both are looking for the checkers. Off turn 4, it'll be Boniface, Batchelor, Goodenough, Rugg, in the battle for the final spots. And Mowry picks up the final slot as he edges out Herb Drug. So Robin Mowry comes out of the back of the pack to pick up the 6th and final qualifying position.
Set to go to green, this time by with Glenn Brio, Pat Node, and the 11X is Marty Leary. Green flag is out. Heading off turn 2, it is, whoa, we've got Brio going around in the 29 Junior. That's Eddie Brio. as Glenn Brio will lead the field now. Patnode holds on for a second. Here comes Barry Gray up the inside in car number 29. Then it's the 11X of Leary with the caution coming out. For a green this time by, and we've got one. Glenn Brio leads him back off the turn, heading back into turn number 1 with Patnode holding on to second. He gets a little sideways coming off turn 2, and that will give Barry Gray the chance to make up some ground and battle for that second position. Leary runs in 4th, and it's Bouchard in 5th. Eddie Brio Jr. in 6th. Barry Gray looking to the inside of Todd Patnode now as they head for the line. It's still Glenn Brio having a great run with car 29 now. Gray once again looking down low. Can't find the room. Patnode will hold position number 2. Well, this will give Glenn Brio a chance to pull away a little bit, but here comes Gray down to the low side. Patnode tries to shut the door. They almost come together. And to the line, looks like Gray with the advantage now with car 29. Patnode will fall back into 3rd position. Maybe Gray could have enough time to catch the leader and possibly battle for position number 1. Steve Day gets the black flag as he'll pull down through the infield. He was showing signs of smoke out of the rear end of that car. So as he pulls in, it's a battle now for the lead between the 229 cars. The 29 Mass of Glenn Brio and the 29 of Barry Gray. In turn 1, Gray has the nose down low, but can't get it totally up alongside. 2 laps to go this time by as they pull away from Patnode. Leary runs 4th, Bouchard and Eddie Brio Jr. 5th and 6th. Coming off of turn 2, Brio continues to hold on as he darts to the inside of turn 3. Here comes Gray right back on the inside. White is out. 1 lap to go. Battle for 4th also as Leary slides up high. Here comes Bouchard, but we're watching that battle for the lead. Looks like Brio will hold him off as he'll stay low, and Eddie Brio Jr. goes around as the checkered flag comes out for Glenn Brio. So far to kick off 1992, 1 Brio is up and 1 is down. Flag is in the air. Anderson. Fitzgerald moves right up into 2nd with car number 87 as he'll dart to the inside. Wenzel looks for 3rd with the 03, and he's got it on the back straightaway. Here comes Kirk Alexander. Wenzel and Alexander, former mini-stock competitors, now moving up to the late models, and here comes Ed Stone, defending track champion in car number 11. He comes off of turn number 2 and grabs 3rd. Then it's Kirk Alexander moving up into 4th with that beautiful 44X. Wenzel drops back to 5th, then it's Meany in the 115. Anderson now begins to pull away with Fitzgerald continuing to run in 2nd. Ed Stone is your 3rd place car. He closes right up on the back bumper of Fitzgerald. Battle for 2nd as they go down into turn 1. Stone makes the move to the high side with the Joe Bean auto body machine, and he'll look for 2nd heading into turn number 3. And coming off turn 4, he dives low now with car number 11. And at the line, it is Stone with the spot. Now the question is, can he catch Anderson as we approach the halfway point? Anderson high, wide and handsome off of turn 4, but maybe that was a little too high as now Stone will close right in on the back bumper. This is bound to be a battle right down to the wire with Stone running the low side with car number 11 at the line. It is still Anderson. Stone runs low. Anderson will get a good bite coming off turn 2, but Stone comes right back on the low side. Great battle for the lead with less than 5 laps to go. Make it 3 to go this time by, and Stone has the advantage now heading into turn 1. Anderson continuing to run the high side, but Stone will move completely out in front as Kirk Alexander now moves up into 3rd with the 44X. 2 laps to go for Stone. Peterson, Alexander, Fitzgerald. White flag is in the air. Wenzel is about a straightaway behind with the 03. Then it's Bill Meany in the 115. This time by, checkered flag is in the air, and with the win, the Joe Bean Auto Body 11 of Ed Stone. So that'll do it for the late model qualifying rounds. Ed Streets.
He had 5 to Marquis 7. Looking for green this time. 10 qualifying laps. Here they come. Zaviza, D'Alessandro off turn number 2. D'Alessandro trying to pull him on the backstretch. It'll be Zaviza in low and rides high. They almost contact. Zaviza with the lead. On the outside, D'Alessandro trying to pull up. We can't do it. Zaviza has the lead. It's D'Alessandro. Bateman, Jarvis, and Radwick. Rudolph, Marquis, Principi, Latois, Heath, and Mayer. Into turn 1 again. It'll be Zaviza with a clear lead. Bateman moves into second. Zaviza, Bateman, Radwick on the inside. Here comes Rudolph. D'Alessandro hung out on the outside, finds a hole and drops into 4th. Bateman trying to get underneath Zaviza. There's his break, and here he comes. It's Bateman, Radwick, Rudolph, D'Alessandro. Now it's D'Alessandro and Rudolph. On the bottom is Jarvis. Bateman, Radwick, Zaviza, D'Alessandro, Rudolph, Jarvis, and Marquis. Here comes Radwick, looks inside. He has no room. It's still Bateman's race. Around there they go, and Bateman holds on the lead. Here's Marty Radwick looking inside. Bateman drops low, shuts the door. Zaviza goes third. D'Alessandro, Jarvis, Rudolph, and Marquis. Marty Radwick trying to find some running room with 2 laps to go. Strong field. Rudolph gets into the back of Jarvis. Here comes Marquis. 1 lap left. Bateman and Radwick. Radwick working the low side. Bateman drops down and shuts him off. Here they come to the checkers. Radwick back hard. It'll be Jack Bateman, Marty Radwick, Zaviza, D'Alessandro, Jarvis, Rudolph, Marquis, Principi, Latois, Heath, and Mayer down a lap. And Bruce Batchelor, Ray Townsend, Rusty Ball, Tim DeRoyne, T.J. Small, Kirby Monteith, Dave Pinkham, and Jim Mayer Jr. Here they come! Quickly away is Bobby G. Albro breaks out of the pack, Batchelor along with him. Maroka smoking away on the outside as Ball goes by on the inside. Townsend, DeRoyne, Monteith. DeRoyne trying to go underneath. Maroka can't find the racing room. Bobby G having trouble with turn 4, and Albro's right on his bumper. Ball to the inside of Batchelor, moves into third. They almost touch. Monteith up to 6th. Bobby G has his problems. Here comes Albro underneath. Albro gets into turn a little bit hard too, but he brings it out okay. Rusty Ball up to 3rd. Batchelor 4th. Off goes Maroka to the infield. He's out of danger. Batchelor pulls down to the inside. He's got a problem. Lets everybody by. He's got a tire going down by the looks. Halfway now. It's Albro, Bobby G, Rusty Ball, DeRoyne, Monteith, and Pinkham. Then Batchelor, T.J. Small, and Townsend. Look out! G spins out. Look out again as around comes Ray Townsend and the yellow's out. Six laps in, brings out the caution. 2 cars spin in the same turn. Or 20 years, actually. DeRoyne into 26, Pinkham into 16, and the 19 is Batchelor. Here they come. Ray Townsend into the side of T.J. Small. Both of them are out of action. Whoa, look out. Rusty brings it around. Everybody getting into turn 4 very hard today. Modified qualifying event. Here they come. Monteith rides high. The green comes out. Kirby dives down low, but Pinkham takes second. Third goes to Bobby G. It'll be Albro, Pinkham, Bobby G, Monteith, Ball, and Batchelor. Two to go. 2 laps left here. Albro looks like he may be able to hang on. 1 lap remaining. Pinkham putting some pressure on him. Looking low. Albro holds his line. Coming down to the checkers, it's going to be Dennis Albro. Dave Pinkham, Bobby G, Kirby Monteith, Rusty Ball, and Bruce Batchelor. Then Jim Baer Jr.
10 pro stocks in this consolation event, and here they come. We're set for green this time by. The green is out as they bump and bang a little bit coming off of turn 4 to take the green, as looked like Geisler getting out of shape again with car 21. Beckwith leads them down the backstretch, but here comes Smith powering by on the high side, but not for long. Beckwith comes right back as Geisler, crossed up and hard hits the wall on the front straightaway. Car number 21 making that hard hit. Yellow flag is out. Very hard hit as Geisler was getting crossed up right from the start of the event. That second time coming off of turn 4, and he just lost it. Went hard into the wall, and time looking for a green. Beckwith now begins to stand on the throttle. The green is out into the line. Once again, it is Beckwith with the advantage heading into turn 1. Smith on the outside looks to power by once again on the backstretch. He dives into the number 1 spot. Here comes Beckwith right back on the inside, but he's not going to have enough. Smith will move out in front now. Car 5. Beckwith holds on for second, then it's the 16 of Drug. Weaver is holding that final qualifying spot, but here comes Payne looking to the inside, then to the outside, and Litzenberg is right there with a 36. Smith, Beckwith, Drug, and Weaver. Once again, Payne is right on the back bumper of car 69. He gives him a little tap as they go into turn 3. Off the 4th turn, down into turn 1. Weaver continues to hold that final qualifying spot, but here comes Payne down low now at the halfway point. 5 laps down, 5 to go. Payne switches to the low groove, but still cannot get a bite. Smith, Beckwith, and Drug are pulling away from the field as Weaver, Payne, and Litzenberg battle for that 4th and final qualifying spot. Here comes Payne up high. He gets sideways, almost goes around, gets sideways, makes contact with Litzenberg, and Payne drops back to position number 6. Litzenberg now has a shot at the final qualifying spot, but can Weaver hold him off? We'll see in about 3 laps from now. Here comes Litzenberg looking high. He'll change his mind, but on the backstretch, he goes right back up to the high side with 2 laps to go, looking for a way around Weaver. Weaver shuts the door off turn 4 into turn 1 now. Payne is right back in the battle with car 29. White flag is out, and it's Smith, Beckwith, and Drug. Litzenberg getting a good bite heading into the turn, but coming back off the third, and Weaver back into the number 1 spot, the number 4 spot, the final qualifying spot, that is. Payne is back down low. The checkered flag is out for Smith, Beckwith, and Drug. Here's that battle, and it's Weaver followed by Payne and Litzenberg. So Weaver will take that final qualifying position with car number 69.
Mini stocks on their way. First lap, Chris Hasbrook brings him down with Kevin Keaton on the outside. Kaminsky goes third, Victor Rogers fourth. Jason Davis runs in the 5th and the 73 on the outside. It's Beef Alexander, the 7 New Hampshire, 11 is Felton. 33 Chafee, 12 Blackmore, 91 Russo. Anaki out of the back in the 4, the 45s lash away and Handy, and look out. As around comes the 91, clipped by Hasbrook, and his left front is split apart. Hasbrook heads out, no caution flag. Russo backs it out of the way. Now caution's held. Kaminsky takes the lead in the 22. It's Kaminsky, Kevin Clayton, Chris Hasbrook, Rick DeRozier, Fred Felton, and Jason Davis. Kaminsky on the gas and flying now as he completes 3 laps. Out of the back, Anaki trying to find his way through traffic. Kaminsky, Clayton, Felton moves into 3rd beyond Hasbrook. 4th, DeRozier 5th. George Kaminsky hanging on to that lead. Kevin Clayton trying to keep Freddie Felton behind him in the Capital Limousines Mustang. Felton 3rd, Hasbrook hanging on to 4th. DeRozier 5th. Now Felton looks inside. He's got 2nd. Going into turn 3 and coming off 4. He'll make chase for Kaminsky. Battle behind him. DeRozier 5th. Jason Davis hanging on to 6th. 7th is Alexander. Anaki is 8th. Blackmore is 9th. And 10th is Chafee. George Kaminsky coming up to the halfway mark now. Not yet. Kaminsky and Felton. Kevin Clayton 3rd. Hasbrook 4th. DeRozier 5th. Anaki 6th. Jason Davis, Beef Alexander, Kevin Blackmore, and Billy Chafee. Then it's Russo, Handy, Kaminsky halfway. Alan Anaki beginning to work out of the back of the pack. Is getting the old BMW hooked up on the outside, starts taking them 2 at a time. Your leader is Kaminsky in the 22, the 11, Felton goes 2nd, Clayton is 3rd. 4th is Anaki and moving up. Then it's Hasbrook 5th. Look out, Russo spins near the leaders. Up and out of the way as the caution comes out. The guys race to the caution and he'll get off the gas as Russo brings the 91 back around. Russo tries to get back in the race, and they're going to run him down. Kaminsky takes the lead. Anaki moves into 2nd. Freddie Felton drops the 3rd. Hasbrook challenging for 4th on the inside with DeRozier right there with him. Looks like they're going to try it 3 wide. There's not quite enough room. Bumpers touch, and there comes Hasbrook into 4th. Kevin Clayton goes high. Chafee has trouble in the 33. Clayton is heading out. It's Kaminsky, Anaki, and Felton. Anaki putting the pressure on now. Fred Felton had the first win last year. Anaki had the 2nd. Anaki may just switch places with him this time as they come down to complete lap 14. Kaminsky, Anaki, Felton. BMW sandwich with a couple of Scirocco's for the bread. Five to go now, and Anaki's working the outside. He may be able to sneak up alongside Kamansky and park him in behind that Russo car. Here's your leader, George Kamansky. Sand blows down off the side of the track as the drivers go through it. Get that in your face mask and look out. Anaki did just what we thought he would. Kamansky moves up. They don't touch, but they come close. Kamansky works the outside. Anaki works in behind him, and Felton just sitting back watching. Whoa, Kamansky hangs on, dirt tracks it through the turn, and holds on to the lead. Fred Felton working the slap traffic here, falling behind a little bit. Coming down now. 2 laps to go, white flag now. Anaki to the outside. Here they come, checkered flag. Kamansky and Anaki, Kamansky down low, Anaki up high, it'll be Kamansky. George Kamansky picks up the first win of the season. Kamansky your winner, Anaki second. Felton takes the third spot.
Good way to start off the 1992 feature season, the mini stocks, and George Kamansky gets off to a great start, taking the win with car 22. Great run for him.
Kamansky came in the middle of the season last year, came out of the Enduro ranks and continued some weekends to race and win here, and then go on and race the minis and 2 full-size Enduros on the same weekend. We figured somewhere on 350 or 60 laps of racing. That's an awful lot on a short track. Well, I tell you, new paint job, brand new suit here. Look at this. My gosh, you look like a real race driver now. I feel like one after that run. George, looked like Alan really gave you a run for your money toward the tail end of the race.
Yeah, he let me know I was there. I think he's a little stronger car, and I used up a lot of the track, but that's the name of the game.
It looks like you're good. How many do you think this year? Now, you started the year off with a win last year. This time you weren't even driving minis.
Well, I'd like to just stay in the points and let it be decided down the end of the run. The car's running pretty good like right now, and I hope it stays that way for the rest of the season.
Well, it looked like it was good and strong, and it looks like we'll have a good season for you. George Kamansky, your winner. And the man who almost made him a second-place finisher, Alan Anaki. Come on, turn around here. You gave him a good run. The old BMW had to come out of the back of the pack. Looked pretty good.
The car's going real good today. They're probably best it's gone since it's been around.
You told me yesterday you had it down in Florida?
Yeah, normally I go down for speed weeks, and at Volusia County Speedway they have a division exactly like ours, and we're able to run 3 races.
How'd you do?
I got a second, third, and a first.
All right, hey, not bad. Alan Anaki brings the wins from Florida and comes up here. Fred, looked like for a minute you were going to give George a hard time. What happened?
Oh, I messed up a little.
But you had a good time.
Excellent. That's better than winning, believe me. When you get 3 or 4 good cars, you run side by side. That's what it's all about.
It certainly is. Are you looking forward to maybe going for another championship this year?
No, I'm not. I'm not going to make all the races. I'm going to let some other people drive my car and maybe take a couple weeks off here and there.
I have some suggestions. We'll say. Third place finisher, champion Fred Felton.
Here, bring the field around. Here they come. Into turn number 3. Malik gets a little sideways with a tap from Block. Green flag is in the air. Into turn 1, it's Cashman out in front. Malik holding second. Block up into third. Pachowski runs the high side, looking for fourth for a second there. And Block gets tagged and goes around after contact with Harvey Swan. What a tough break for the 66 Vermont. So it's Cashman out in front. Mallet is holding second. Pachowski gets a break and moves into third now with the 37. Fourth spot, Harvey Swan in the 32. Then in fifth, it is the 22 of Joe Zellman. Scott Kimmer and Randy Baker battle for the 6th spot with the 21 of Quinn Cram right in there in the 8th position. Muka is way up high in car number 28. And that will open up the door for Russ Hersey, who dives down below everybody and picks up a couple of spots in that lap. Steve Drew is also looking to move in as Muka gets stuffed to the high side with car 28. Zielinski is also very high on the racetrack with car 7. He'll squeeze back in line behind the 71 of Baker. Baker gets crossed up after contact with Cookie Cook. Down through the infield, Bobby LaRoche. Cashman continues to lead with Mallet in the 97, trying to hold on to second. Here comes Pachalski down low, and Harvey Swan is moving in with car 32. Of course, Harvey, a very familiar face. Mallet still holding that second spot. Cashman begins to pull away a little bit. And we've got trouble in turn 4. Around goes Steve Drew in the 17, and Cookie Cook goes with him. Both cars are able to continue, and we stay under green. 7 laps down this time by for Cashman. As Joe Selman, who was running in the top 5, pulls off the racetrack. A tough break for car number 22 to start off the season. It's Cashman. Mallet is second. Pachalski third. Swan fourth. Then it's Russ Hersey with Cooney Cram and Scott Kimmer battling. Swan takes third from Pachalski. Hersey back in fifth. Clint Cram has moved into sixth spot now. Then it's Zielinski in seventh, Scott Kimmer in eighth. Baker gets sideways. Muka is the ninth place car. Then it's the OT of Rob Morton. Halfway marker is out this time by, and it's still Cashman. Mallet gets crossed up, goes around in turn 4. Clinton Cram bangs into Russ Hersey, and the car scatter. Yellow flag is out. Green this time by. Can Cashman hold on for his first win ever? Behind the wheel of a strictly stock, we'll find out. The green is out. Cashman leads him down into turn 1, but it is Pachalski on the high side with car 37M. He'll lead him down the backstretch. Cashman holding on down low. He's got the lead coming off of turn 4. Pachalski up a little high. Here comes Hersey with car 13. Swan in fourth with the 32. Then it's Zielinski in the fifth spot with car 7. Clinton Cram is sixth in the 21. Kimmer and Muka battle for seventh now, as Hersey moves up a notch to second. So it's Cashman, Hersey, Pachalski, Zielinski up to fourth, as Harvey Swan gets a little sideways. Here comes Clinton Cram to the high side with Muka right behind him. Scott Kimmer, Travis Block, Bill Johnston, Randy Baker, John Mallet, and Steve Drew. It continues to be Cashman, and around goes Harvey Swan with car 32, and Steve Drew goes around as well in turn 2. Yellow flag is back out. Rookies in this year's strictly stock field. Green flag this time. Cashman now stands on the throttle. Hersey gets pushed through turns 3 and 4 as he gets off to rather a slow restart. Green is out, and Pachalski is back up into the runner-up slot with car 37. They are 3 wide heading off of turn 2 with Cram down low and making a great move with the 21 car. Zielinski trying the outside. Muka gets a little crossed up with the 28 as he looks for position number 5, trying to make a move to the inside of Hersey. Muka holds on to 6th with block 7, Kimmer 8th. Mallet is 9th. And here comes Zielinski on the high side. Gets a little bit crossed up, and Cram moves back down low with the 21. Clinton Cram. Impressive as Zielinski tags the wall in the backstretch. He comes flying back down into turn 3, looking on the outside for 4th. He drops back to 5th now as Muka is having a great run as well with car 28. Talk about some impressive rookie drivers now. Hersey takes 5th as Zielinski sideways on the backstretch gets tagged by Block and goes back around. Yellow is back out. Zielinski got a little too close to the wall too many times, and that time it cost him. Cashman and Pachalski, two top rookies from last year, bringing the field around this year like veterans, with Clinton Cram right behind them in car 21, and Muka and Hersey ready to go. Green flag is out. Off turn 4 to the line, Cashman. Still running out in front. Pachalski now becoming a distant second with Clinton Cram right there to battle for position number 2. Car number 21 is looking to improve one more notch in his first ever strictly stock race. Here comes Muka down low in car 28. Two laps to go this time by. Look at Cram heading to the outside of Pachalski now. They battle for second. Less than 2 to go into turn 1. Cashman, Pachalski. It's Cram on the high side. Even Muka's right there to battle. Russ Hersey looking back with car 13. He's looking to get back up into, he was as high as about third a couple of laps ago. White flag is out, and Cram has moved into second. Can he take the win? He is right up on the back bumper of Cashman. Muka takes third, but it's Cashman and Cram battling for the win now as they come off of turn number 4. Checkered flag is out, and whoa, that was too close to call. Extremely close.
Late model division waiting in the pits and ready to come out here shortly.
Gets his first ever strictly stock win today. Tom, that was too close to call. How does it feel to get your first win ever?
It's quite a feeling from last year. We started off fresh, and we really didn't know where we were. And throughout the year, we got a lot of help from a lot of people. Thanks that our sponsors stuck with us, Putney Sawworks, Henniker Hardwood, and it's really been a good win, and we prepared for this season.
That was an impressive one. What are your expectations for this season?
Oh, we just want to run consistent, try to stay top 10 in points. We set a goal, hopefully get in the top 5 and maybe even win a race, so looks like we're on our way.
That's definitely something to look forward to. Tom Cashman Jr. is your winner today. Finishing second, Clinton Cram, first ever time behind the wheel of a strictly stock. That was awfully close, impressive run.
Yeah, it was. I thought I had him, but had to hammer down, trying.
Better luck next week. I'm sure you'll come in close again. Clinton Cram is your second place finisher, and over here, Tom Muka, great run, first time ever behind a strictly stock.
I want to thank all my sponsors who, without their support, would not be possible, and want to help give a good crew.
Well, these guys have never been in victory lane before, these first 3 finishers, so how about a good round of applause for Tom Cashman Jr., Clinton Cram, and Tom Muka.
And the 7 is a newcomer. That's Stephen Day out of Springfield, Vermont. Here they come. Bouchard moves up in front of Stone to keep him behind him for at least a lap. Stone and Gray run side by side for second and third. It'll be Bouchard trying to hold off the hard-charging Gray and Stone. 1 lap down, and Bouchard has the lead. Gray second, Stone third. Larry fourth, Anderson fifth. Then it's Glenn Brio and Eddie Brio. Here's Gray, slides inside Bouchard, pushes him up and opens the door for Stone. Gray and Stone both with brand new race cars this year. The Brios running side by side, and Eddie comes around. Barry Gray, Ed Stone fight their way down the backstretch. The caution comes out on lap 4. Had 5. Robbie Bouchard had 4 last year. All right up there in the hunt. Bouchard with the new race car, 3 brand new machines up front. Stone works the outside of Barry Gray. Gray's going to keep the low line. Stone's going to work up on the high side, and that's how they'll run all afternoon. Berry dives low. Stone works up high, loses a little bit of ground, but not much. Ed sets it, points it. Barry Gray slides up in front. Ed switches lanes and looks to the inside. Barry goes high. Ed comes in, almost gets the bumper, but backs off. Bouchard sits back in third. Leary fourth. Glenn Brio up to fifth. Anderson back to sixth. Alexander seventh. Patnode, Brio, and Fitzgerald. Gray hanging on to a half a car length on Ed Stone. They've got half a straightaway on Bouchard. Here comes Stone down to the inside. Barry Gray pinches him off. Here comes Stone again. Tries to get up underneath and can't do it. Barry Gray comes in a little bit high. Now points the nose down and they come off side by side. Gray has the edge across the line and into turn one. Off two. Stoney down low. Can't hold it high. Barry Gray. Trying to keep Ed Stone behind him. Oh, Stone gets into the side of him. Gray holds on and Stone has to back out of it. Now they're moving up on slower traffic. The V6 of Meany and the 03 for the rookie Wenzel. Coming up on the halfway mark. As they work the traffic, Gray gets a car length now, 2 car lengths now, 3. Gray opens up a 2-car length margin on the backstretch and works up behind Wenzel. Here comes Stone down low. He can't do it. Wenzel moves over. Barry Gray comes along. Ed Stone closes it to a half car length. Bouchard runs third. Fourth is Glenn Brio. Now, 10 to go. Barry Gray way up there. Stoney couldn't hold it down. He gets pushing real hard. That may help Bouchard. Stoney's got to push. Barry Gray can't keep his nose down very well either. Now Stoney dirks it off the turn. Bouchard trying to keep Glenn Brio behind him. Chris Wenzel's in the way. Bouchard can't go high. Brio's got him trapped. Bouchard goes to the inside of Wenzel. You can't pass him high, you'll pass him low. Bouchard drifts up, and here comes Brio. Glenn Brio working Robbie Bouchard over for third. Barry Gray's got an easy lead now. Whoa! Brio got in hard, look out! Whoa, geez! Martin Leary into the dirt bam and all the way over. Anderson's up in the dirt. Brio came into turn 3 a little hard, tried to get on the brakes to keep from hitting Bouchard in the bumper, and when he did, he came around. That sent Leary and Anderson high, coming into the turn under power. Leary's out of his car. The 11 of Marty Leary's coming out, shaking off the sand. He's okay. I think happens now. Barry Gray, Ed Stone, Robbie Bouchard, Kirk Alexander, Al Fitzgerald, and Glenn Brio. Here they come, looking for green, and we're back in racing. Stone runs off the back bumper. Barry Gray works to the outside off turn number 2, puts the hammer down. They run wheel to wheel into turn 4. Well up into turn 4. Gray drops low. Stoney stays on the outside. Fitzgerald and Alexander bang bumpers a little bit. Meanwhile, up front it's Stone and Barry Gray. Barry Gray gets into the side of Stone, and Stoney takes the lead. Robbie Bouchard continues in third. Alexander gets in a little bit high. Here comes Fitzgerald. And here comes Brio. It'll be Stone, Barry Gray, Robbie Bouchard. And with smoke pouring off the back of Alexander's car, he gets a black flag. Barry Gray slows, and here comes Bouchard and Alec. Whoa! Barry Gray. Right rear tires going flat. He's going to go around. Stoney well out ahead now. Fitzgerald comes on to take second. Glenn Brio goes third. Patnode's up to fourth. Eddie Brio's fifth. Robbie Bouchard's going backwards, and Anderson's coming on in eighth. Idle. 2 laps to go. Barry Gray's going to stay out there. Here comes your leader, Ed Stone, around the outside. Barry Gray finally decides to bring it in. The battles for second, third, fourth, and fifth. Whoa, bumper tag off the turn 2. Here's the checkers. It'll be Ed Stone for win number 1. Fitzgerald, Glenn Brio, Patnode, Eddie Brio, and Anderson. He was, so it's
Taking the win today with car number 11. Certainly familiar seeing him in victory lane. Finishing second, a good run for Al Fitzgerald in car 87. And third, rookie driver in the late models, Glenn Brio in the 29 Mass. Dave will be going trackside in a moment to talk to them, plus the 50-50 raffle. Rounding out the top 5 was Todd Patnode, best finish ever in car 24, and Todd Anderson in car 14.
Pulls it up for the first win of the 1992 season after 5 wins last year in a track championship. And a nip and tuck battle with Barry Gray. And congratulations to the guys who watched him run away. Let's welcome him out here as soon as he gets all the gear together. First win in 92 for Ed Stone. Here comes the gang, Ed. We better get this in quick before they run around. Ran real good.
Yes, it did. It was a real good car. I got a good sponsor, Joe Bean Auto Body and Aldrich Automotive. He built the engine, and I got a real good crew. We're going to have a good year, I hope.
Well, you and Barry had a good race going there for a while.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him. We came together a little bit. It didn't seem like anything unusual, but something must have happened.
Just enough to cut his right rear.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. We're having a good time.
Good time and a good win. Number 1 for Ed Stone. And for a guy with a new sponsor, that's a hint.
Oh, yeah.
And a good run, Al Fitzgerald finishing second.
Thank you, thank you. We don't have much of a car here, but we got a lot of brakes today.
A lot of breaks in the second place, a little bigger paycheck, and who's your new sponsor?
Over here. Mark Haley Plumbing from Gardner helped me out this year with tires. We're in the construction business, not too good. We need all the help we can get.
All right, construction guys stay together. Fitzgerald finishes second. And we move up the line. Rookie or no rookie, Glenn? I don't know. Looked pretty good to me.
Oh, well, we kind of made a real big mistake over there, but all in all, we ended up pretty good. We wouldn't be able to do it without our main sponsors, Toy Town Auto Salvage and Hebert Racing Engines. The car was just overwhelming power. The driver needs a lot to learn in these new cars, because they sure are going real fast.
About a good run for you, and maybe that puts you in the top of the heap for the Rookie Challenge this year.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to stay right up top, just get some more finishes like this, and maybe our turn will come around.
We'll see. Glenn Brio finishes third. Bachelor, Mike Brusso, Brett Rollins, and Jim McCollum. Here they come. Goodenough gets crossed up on the start. Karen hits the gas and he's gone, and Marquis right behind him. It's Karen, Marquis, and Goodenough, followed by Zaidema, Bachelor, Rollins, Brusso, Boniface, McCollum, Karen. Followed by Fiandaca, Rugg, and Knight, Rosati, G.G. Gravel, Mayette. Look out, trouble in the backstretch as Knight gets tied up. Karen leads him off. Bachelor, Brent Rollins, Boniface, McCollum, Piandaca, and Rosati. And Boniface takes it down to the inside. He'll jump back in line, well back behind everybody as he runs it around the inside. Everybody jumping down to the low side, trying to get off turn 4. Bachelor has moved into 4th. McCollum working up the outside. Here's Marquis challenging the inside of Karen. Boniface in trouble in the 27 as the leaders go by. Piandaca, trouble off turn 4, he has to fall back. It's Karen 1, Marquis 2. Goodenough 3rd, 4th is Bachelor, 5th is Zaidema. Then it's McCollum, Rollins, Rosati, Piandaca, and Russo in the top 10. Rugg, Knight, Carey, Mayette, and Smith. Gigi Gravel pulls up in the 54. Beckwith can't decide which way to go around him. Karen moves up behind Matt Weaver. Weaver way out in the racing lane. Gigi Gravel pulls it in. Boniface trying to stay out there. Trying to stay out and get the points. He's going to be down so many laps, he's going to end up next to the last anyway. Karen and Marquis coming down to complete 12. Quarter of the way through the race. Boniface pulls the 27 out. Rob Goodenough, Mike Bachelor, Jeff Zaidema, and Jim McCollum trying to get around Robbie Goodenough so they can chase down the leaders. Karen drops into turn 4. Marquis sitting back cooling his tires. Now Bachelor gets underneath Goodenough. Bachelor trying to get that 3rd spot. Off turn number 2, it's Bachelor for 3rd. Karen and Marquis in heavy traffic. Whoa, look out! Zaidema and Goodenough come together off turn 4, and that brings out the first caution of the afternoon. And the leaders don't see it. Here they come. And there's the green. It'll be Karen, Marquis, Bachelor, McCollum, Rosati, and Rollins. Piandaca, Russo, Carey, and Rugg. Karen trying to keep him behind him. Here comes McCollum, almost gets into the back of Bachelor, has to get on him. Karen trying to stay up front, Marquis trying to pick up where he left off last year. Karen had 5 wins. Marquis had 3. Goodenough and Zaidema still running side by side. They moved themselves into, looks like a 13th and 14th spot. Down, 22 out of 50. Karen Marquis, Mike Batchelor, and Jim McCollum. Tommy Rosati goes 5th, 6th is Rollins, 7th is Carey. Russo's 8th, Dave Knight spins it in turn 2. And that's the second caution of the afternoon.
Correct positions. Yellow flag remains out. Once again, people in the top row of the grandstands, our scorers need to see the cars on the front straightaway, so if you could please remain seated. Here they come. Green flag is back out. And it's Karen leading him off turn 2. Marquis dives back in line. He's in the second spot. Tapping Karen as they go down the backstretch. Batchelder and McCallum locked in a battle for third with Tom Rosati fourth in car 42. Make that fifth as McCallum has the edge for third. Batchelder is your fourth car with the 9B. Off the turn, 24 laps complete, and it is still Karen. Marquis is still right there with the 28X. That is the car he won with last night at Riverside. McCallum coming up the outside with car number 2. Batchelder is able to hold him off as they go into turn 1. It is still the 9B in third. McCallum back to fourth with Rosati 5th. Rollins 6th and Tom Carey Jr. 7th. Zaidema back up to 8th with good enough 9th and Russo in 10th. Karen continues to hold off Marquis. We now have 27 laps complete as they cross the line. Russo gets up a bit high in turn 4, and that opens up the door for Dave Smith as he will now move into the top 10. Karen and Marquis. Batchelder and McCallum, 2 separate battles for first and third. Actually, those first 4 cars doing a good job sticking to one another and pulling away from the field as Rosati is about a half straightaway back in the 5th spot. Here comes McCallum down low on Batchelder as they go into the turn, and Tom Rosati gets crossed up in turn 2. He'll drop back to around 9th now as McCallum takes third from Batchelder. Matt Weaver goes down another lap with the 69. He spent a couple of laps up on the hilltop over there in turn 2 waiting to come out of the pits, and he goes another lap down. Karen and Marquis, as now good enough, goes around in turn 4, and this will bring out a caution. The winner of last year's opening Pro Stock feature event, Rob Goodenough, has gone around in turn 4, so that will unfortunately dim his hopes of an opening day win here today. Tom Rosati rejoins with car number 42. He'll pick up at the rear, and Punky Karen now finds a new mate in row 1 with him. It's Jim McCallum. Green flag is back out. "31 laps into this Pro Stock event, and Karen leads McCallum. Batchelder Tom Carey Jr. is up to 4th and having a great run with car 5 Jr. Your 5th place car is Jeff Zaidema, who was running among the top 5 earlier, and he's now back up there. 6th is Brett Rollins, 7th is Dave Smith, Bob Rugg is 8th, Mike Russo is 9th, and Pete Vandaka is rounding on the top 10. Karen will lead him one more time off the 4th turn. No real challenge yet for McCallum, but don't count anyone in the top 5 out because those 4 cars are indeed having some good runs here today. Zaidema coming back after an early race spin. Our former number 2, Jerry Marquis, is still way back in traffic, working his way up with Rob Goodenough. It'll take a while, but Jerry is top 10 down with car 28X. Bucky Karen, Jim McCallum, Mike Batchelder, Tom Carey Jr., Jeff Seidema, and we've got trouble on the backstretch. It is Dave Knight and Jeff Beckwith. They have gone around, come together on the back straightaway. So the yellow comes out once again on lap number 36. Beck top 10 on the last minute. And rounding out the field, Matt Weaver and Joe Mayette. Green this time by. They begin to stand on the throttle, and Punky Karen and Jim McCallum bring the field around, and the green flag is out. Into turn 1, Karen continues to lead with car 13. McCallum looking for room on the inside. Batchelder is right there. Here comes Carey up the high side. Gets shuffled to the back just a little bit, loses an option. He's back to 5th with the 5 junior. And Seidema will move back up into 4th. Gets a little bit squirrely coming off of turn 2, but holds his spot. Meanwhile, Bob Rugg has also moved up a couple of positions. He's now up in 7th with car 70. Viandaka's 8th, Smith is 9th, and Brousseau is 10th. Karen, McCallum, and Batchelder continue to pull away from the rest of the field as now Carey finds a way back down low on Seidema. He looks to the inside, heading into the turn. They touch coming off of turn 2, and both hold their positions. Seidema holds on to 4th with Carey still in 5th, and Rollins is right there. A spin on the backstretch. That is Mike Brousseau, who is running among the top 10, and he goes around on the backstretch. And Carey has a problem with the 5 junior. Apparently, it's a flat. Could be a flat right front, or could be some front end damage. Now, when Carey and Seidema came together in turn number 2, that could have posed a threat. Single file restart. Karen, McCallum, Batchelder, Seidema, and Rollins, your top 5. Green is out. Off the turn for lap 43, and we've got trouble in turn number 4. Mayette, Weaver, Brousseau, and whoa, heavy smoke from the Weaver car. Brousseau slows to avoid. Yellow flag is out. Mayette suffers a flat right front tire with car number 95. First outing in a pro stock here at Monadnock Speedway. He drove in the late models division. The green 13 on the black car of Punky Karen brings them to the green, and there it is. Back into turn 1, Karen's got a big lead. A great start. McCallum is dropping back just a little bit. He's going to have to put up with Batchelder for the next couple laps. Batchelder coming on strong in the 9B, then it's Seidema in 4th. Rollins 5th, Viandaka 6th. Here comes Marquis to the outside of Rugg. He'll take 7th. Rugg back to 8th. Smith 9th and Rosati 10th. Here comes Good Enough now. We're trying to move into the top 10 with the 1 New Hampshire. Jerry Marquis is back up in the top 10, and he is looking to move around Viandaka for 6th. Can't quite do it this time. McCallum running the outside, opens up the door to Batchelder. Here comes the 9B down low. Can't make the move yet, and he's got less than 3 laps to do it if he'd like to get into the runner-up spot. This race looks like it belongs to Karen. 2 laps to go for car 13. This time by, white flag, Karen. 1 more lap. Batchelder is going to try to make one last move on McCallum, but out in front, the checkered flag waves, and it's Punky Karen in car 13. McCallum across the line, second. Batchelder, Zeidema, Rollins, Marquis, Biandanca, Rugg. Good enough. Rosati, and it looked like Dave Smith just out of the top 10 with car number 5. So opening day Pro Stock feature event of 50 laps, and Punky Karen will visit Victory Lane with car number 13. And finishing third, a great run for car number 9B, Mike Batchelder.
The name says Craig, but the man climbing out is going to be Punky Karen. Starting off the 1992 season, his 21st year in Monadnock. Here he is, Punky Karen! Gets a big handshake from Jim McCollum, who worked that bumper for quite a long time. And here that young fella is, only about 23, 24 years of racing, and hasn't quite got the hang of it yet, I guess, huh?
Not quite, I guess, when guys like Jim can push you around. Rookies.
Rookies like Jim, I know it. This says Craig Karen on it, but somehow you seem to end up in it today.
Well, it's supposed to be Craig Karen sitting here. He come down and tried it a couple times today in the warm-ups, and I don't know, I guess I'm pretty proud of him, really, because he said that he didn't think that he was ready for this racetrack yet, which I thought was pretty good thinking on his part, so he asked Dad if I thought that I might be able to show for the car for him, so I said I'd try it today, and that was it.
Now, who gets the money, him or you?
That was the deal, I do.
Well, I'm not mistaken. I think we finally hit the magic 60 wins here at Monadnock. We'll check the records. We'll have Tom Neff do that for us during the week, and we'll have it all straightened out. But a nice way to start the year off.
Yeah, very good. Very good, thank you.
Punky Karen, your winner for the Spring Dash 50-lap event. No stranger to Victory Lane, and he tried his darndest. Jim, just wasn't the day, I guess, huh?
No, I had a few problems with the car, but we'll try again next time.
It looked like you were falling back just a little bit. You were getting a push there?
No, my gas pedal was sticking to the floor.
Oh, are you serious?
Last 2 laps, the gas pedal was on the floor and never come off.
So you got to be on the brakes when you're going into the turn, right?
Yeah.
We see you back next week?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think we'll be back.
Good. Jim McCollum, your second finisher. And a young man who's probably pretty glad to be here in Victory Lane, gave the guys a hard time. Most consistent race of everybody outside of Punky who was up front. Nice job, Mike.
Thank you very much. The car went real well.
Now, is this a new car from last year?
Yes, it's the car we ran last year. We ran it about 5 times down here, and this year we came back and we've got it working a little better.
It looks like it. We're going to see you in Victory Lane before the year's out?
I hope so.
We hope so, too. Mike Batchelder finishes third here in the Spring Dash.
Alongside the 31 of Jim Maher Jr. Then it's the 87 of Maher Sr. and the 6 of Morocco with heavy smoke on the back straightaway. Green is out, and we're underway for the modified feature event. It is Kirby Monteith, Bruce D'Alessandro, Hardy Radowicz, Rusty Ball, and Bobby Degeskis in the top 5 as they come around to complete lap number 1. Bobby G moves up a notch and grabs 4th as Ball slides back to 5th on the outside with car number 20. Baroka still smoking heavily with car number 6, but he's still out there and is getting the consultation flag. This time around, 3 laps complete for Monteith as he will lead them into turn 1. D'Alessandro right there in 2nd. Radowicz is 3rd, then in 4th is Bobby G. 5th is Rusty Ball. 6th is Jack Bateman. David Pinkham is 7th, followed by Zavisa and Jarvis having a battle for 8th. 2 cars. The Maher's already going a lap down now as we complete lap number 4. Baroka finally pulls to the infield. A tough break for car number 6, who has been competing regularly on the NASCAR Modified Tour. It's Monteith, D'Alessandro, and Radowicz pulling away as Bobby G continues to hold 4th, but Rusty Ball is right there against that, so is Bateman. Jarvis is up there with car 28. He's now running in position number 6. Make that 7. He's going for 6 now on the backstretch, but Bateman shuts the door. In 8th spot is the 16 of David Pinkham. 9th is the 01 of Zavisa. And currently rounding out the top 10 is car 91 New Hampshire for Dennis Albro. Then it's Rudolph and Marquis. To Leroy, Batchelder, Small, Latois, Principe, Townsend, and Heath. We've got trouble in turn 4. Rudolph with a flat right rear goes around with the 3X, and that'll bring out a caution. Tough break for Dunk Rudolph, who was running among the top 15 as he loses a right rear tire and goes around in turn 4. D'Alessandro also visited Victory Lane once last year with this same car, number 9. These two will battle it out as we go back to green. Marty Radowick is right in there. Keep an eye on car 21. The green flag is about to wave. Kenny Iceman likes the start, and there's the green with Monteith getting the advantage as they head into turn 1. D'Alessandro comes into second. Radowick stays in third. Bobby G with a challenge from the 28 car of Jarvis. Jarvis on the high side is doing an excellent job, and he's now up to fourth with car 28. Ball is trying to follow him through. Bateman is next in line with Pinkham, Zavisa, and Albro in the top 10. Jarvis trying to get around Bobby G, and our leader goes around coming off of turn 2 with a flat right rear. Yellow flag is out. Kirby Monteith, car number 85, gets a flat right rear and goes around while leading off of turn 2. A tough break for the Monadnock Motors car. Share the front row and Jarvis right behind them. Here they come, and we've got a green down into turn 1. Jarvis is on the low side, challenging Radowick for position number 2. Well, he's been looking good down low, and actually up high now, he's got the chance to look good down low, and he does, as he moves up and out to second. D'Alessandro, Jarvis, Radowick, Bobby G, and Rusty Ball. 14 laps now complete. Here comes Jarvis down low with the 28. He's looking for the lead as Paul has a problem. He was running 5th and now he's off the pace, but he gets back up to speed with car number 20 after losing at least 4 positions. Jarvis again looks to the inside as Bateman gets crossed up. Car 17 off turn 4, and here comes Albro trying to work the outside. He does not do it successfully though. Crossover signal being given to our field as Jeff Heath goes a lap down with car 08. Up front, it is still D'Alessandro being challenged heavily by Jarvis. Radowick is still third. Here comes Jarvis down low with car 28. He's got a line on him going into turn 1, but D'Alessandro shuts the door and Jarvis settles back into second. Radowick is still third, followed by Bobby G, a distant fourth. Again, gets all alone in that car 47. And we've got a spin-off turn number 4. It's TJ Small going around with car 33. So Small brings out another caution on lap number 20 as he goes around coming off the turn. Kenny Isimone signals to the field that next time by, get on that throttle because we're about to go back to green. D'Alessandro and Jarvis, they've been having great runs here today, and now we're going to see which one's better. Today, green is out. Jarvis does not get a good start. Actually, no green. Kenny Isimone throws the lazy green as the drivers even knew, oh no, Bateman went into the back of Bobby G's car, and it looks like the 17 might have suffered some damage. We've got trouble on the backstretch as the cars try to slow. Latois, see, tough break for Bateman. He's now got a flat left front tire as Latois and Batchelder have come together on the backstretch. Somebody's hood came off, and can't tell whose it is right now. Let's see. Wasn't Rusty Balls, even though it's blue. Crossover sign being given to the field, and next time by we'll look for a green. The last time Bruce D'Alessandro visited Victory Lane here at Monadnock was August 2nd last year. Can he do it again with car number 9, or will it be Jarvis? Or it could be anybody. Back under green, and D'Alessandro gets a good jump. He'll lead him back into turn 1 with Radwick. Down low, can't make a move on Jarvis. Principe rejoins the field. He's a couple of laps down with car 44X. Jarvis right down to the inside with car number 20. D'Alessandro shuts the door, but White isn't giving up on that. He's still going after him, now looking a little bit to the high side. Back down low as they come off of turn 4. Radwick sits back in third. Bobby G is fourth. Here comes Rusty Ball working the high side, looking for the 4th spot. He's now 5th. Marquis is 6th now with car 73. It's Pinkham in 7th. Savita 8th, Albro 9th, and Monteith is 10th. Slower traffic will not allow Jarvis to try and make a move on the inside. Marquis is now in the top 5. The 73 goes past Ball on the inside, and here comes Jarvis back down low on D'Alessandro. Jarvis sticking to the inside like glue, but can't yet make the move with 26 laps now complete.
Working on the second half of the race now. Less than 25 laps to go. It's going to be D'Alessandro, Dwight Jarvis, Marty Radwick, Bobby G. Here's Jarvis to the inside. Jarvis slides up high, holds the nose down, and takes the lead. Jarvis takes it on lap 28, and he'll head off now. See if he can pick up the win. Jarvis last year won early. Wound up with 5 wins. It's Jarvis, D'Alessandro, Radwick, Bobby G, Jerry Marquis, Paul, Pinkham, Zaviza, Monteith, and Albro rounds out the top 10. DeRoy, Bateman, 11th and 12th. D'Alessandro and Radwick begin to close down in 3 and 4. Jarvis has the power down the front straight and stronger off 2. Having his troubles getting into 3 and 4, and that's when they can close down on him. Radwick working all over the back bumper of D'Alessandro. Over that number 4 spot. Bobby G's up too high. Marquis cannot get on it and take advantage. Marquis working that wheel. He's got a little bit of a handling problem here today. Zaviza's got problems with the rear end. His right rear tire is down. Here's Marquis on the inside of Bobby G, and he's taking over 4th. And Zaviza spins it off the backstretch. Dwight Jarvis, Bruce D'Alessandro, Marty Radwick, Bobby G, Jerry Marquis, Rusty Ball looking to get the green. Here they come. On their way off turn 4. Here's the green. Jarvis slides up in front of D'Alessandro, grabs the lead and stomps on it. Hard into turn 3, cuts the nose down and holds on to complete lap 37. Rusty Ball. Bobby G caught a piece of Rusty and just a caution. Bobby G got a piece of the back of Rusty's ball car, just popped him, and around he came after Rusty moved into the number 5 spot that Bobby G had held on to. There's nothing wrong with the Rusty car. He's fine. It up, so does D'Alessandro. Here they come. Jarvis has a wheel up, but not much more. Into turn 2. Jarvis grabs it, and here's Radwick. Marty Radwick sticks his nose in late in the race and works into second. Now, 10 laps remaining. Albro is promised with a 91. Flat left front tire on the Albro car. Must have gotten into somebody on the restart. Here comes the Visa and Ball trying to work their way back up into the top 10. Less than 9 to go. Down to 8 laps this time. Lap 42 and Jarvis leads. Radwick, D'Alessandro, and Marquis. Bobby G and Dave Pingham. 7 to go. Coming down to it, 5 laps remaining, 5 laps. In this 50 lap spring dash for modifieds, Dwight Jarvis. Looking for his first victory at 92. Whoa, look out, Zavisa comes flying off turn 4, rolls it up to the edge of the track to get the caution. Gets on the gas and pulls it out of the way as the leader comes by for lap 47 with 3 to go. Zavisa down a lap now. Jarvis, what a break. Zavisa's in the way trying to do some racing, and he's right in front of Radwick. 2 laps to go. Zavisa must think he's second. Here comes Jarvis, white flag.